Hi there, Amanda Crowther here from Simple Acquisitions. Thanks for joining us. Today's video is going to be a short one about reserve funds. Now, I'm sure we've all heard the expression, save for a rainy day. Establishing a cash reserve is a smart decision that everyone and every business should implement. Real estate is no exception. A reserve fund is an account set aside to meet any unforeseen costs that may arise in the future, as well as the future costs of upkeep requirements that you know will happen, but you're not sure exactly when they will occur. These building components are called capital expenditures, and they include such tasks such as replacing a roof, replacing a heating and ventilation and air conditioning system, or also called an HVAC system, or maybe even resurfacing a parking lot. They all have a useful lifespan, so you typically know approximately how soon they will need replacing. Reserve funds are not designed to cover the small repairs and maintenance activities like fixing a door hinge or replacing a light bulb. These minor costs are captured under the operating expenses. A reserve fund provides the owner flexibility to address emergencies that can be expensive without affecting the ability to pay for routine expenses. It also allows the owner to pay for large expenditures without having to take on additional debt to pay for them. I think you can see why establishing a reserve fund for a property is so important. When analyzing property, Mark and I always factor in a reserve. This way, when something comes up, we have the funds available to take care of it without taking on any more debt to pay for it. Many lenders, such as banks, will actually require a reserve fund to be set aside in escrow to cover any major capital expenditures over the term of the loan. So it's always important to include those figures in your underwriting exercises. As you learn how to invest in real estate, one thing to keep in mind is that some sellers and listing brokers may intentionally exclude reserves from a pro forma in order to put the net operating income into a more favorable light and thus improve the property's valuation. That is why, as buyers, it's so important for us to do a thorough due diligence on the property's financials. We need to take into account all possible expenditures when underwriting a property. Using conservative numbers is beneficial here as it gives you a little bit more wiggle room. Excluding them can significantly impact the valuation and potentially your profits. Now, how much money should be set aside for a reserve fund is dependent upon a bunch of things: the age of the property, the condition of the property, as well as the investor's exit strategy. But regardless of your strategy, a reserve fund must always be considered, and investors need to incorporate it in their analysis. If you want to learn more about the different elements of multifamily investing, then sign up for our free video series. The link is there on the screen. It's www.simpleacquisitions.com/multifamily_investing. And if you want to learn more about how real estate can benefit you, then just drop us a line. Remember, real estate doesn't have to be complicated. With Simple Acquisitions, it's smart, secured, and simple. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.